Hello everyone, I am here to take graph traversals today. You know that this graph traversal, this is one of the technique used for searching a vertex in a graph. The graph traversal is also used to decide the order of vertices in which they are visited in the searching process. Okay, so, this graph traversal finds the edges to be used in the search process without creating any loops. You know, there are two graph traversal techniques available, and they are as follows. They are the first one is BFS, breadth first search, and the second one is depth first search. Okay, so I can show you the first one is just a second. The first one is BFS. We call it as breadth first search, breadth first traversal. And the second one is DFS, and we call it as depth first search. Okay, BFS, breadth first search traversal, DFS, depth first search traversal. Okay, these are two traversal techniques used as a graph traversals. Clear? So here I will explain you what is DFS and how the process of DFS is going on by taking a simple example. Okay, first I will take one simple example and explain BFS and DFS process. Then I will take a more big example, and I will explain DFS in detail and also DFS in detail. Okay, so let us see one example. Suppose we have a graph. Suppose we have a graph like this. This is our vertex. This is our vertex 2. And this is our vertex 3. Okay. Like this. In one, we have another vertices attached. Suppose it is 5. And this is here we have other one. This is 4. Okay. And here, suppose we have 6. And here we have 7. Okay, so this is our graph, and I'm going to take this graph as example, and I will explain how the process of BFS and DFS actually works. Clear? So this is actually a tree. A tree means a graph is a tree, you know. So here we can start this traversal process. Traversal means you are going to visit each node of the graph present. Okay, you are going to visit all the nodes present in your graph. This is what traversal means. Okay, and you can start the traversal you can start the traversal from any of the node. If suppose there is no starting point is given in the question, then you can start the traversal from any node. That means I can start the traversal of this graph from the node 1, or I can start the traversal from the graph node 2, or I can start the traversal from the node 6, any node. Okay, if nothing is specified in the question. Okay, so suppose by default we all start from the first node. Okay, so this is our first node 1. I am assuming that the starting vertex of this graph is 1. So I am going to start the traversal from 1 itself. So when I am going to use BFS, breadth first search, what is happening? Let us see. Okay, so I will take the node, I will visit the node first, I will visit the node 1. Okay, and now, so before, let us explain one more thing before that. You have to focus on two important points here before while using the traversal processes. The first thing is you have to visit a node. Visiting a node is an important task. And then after visiting, you have to explore it. Exploration of the node. Exploration of a node is another important task. Okay. So you have to visit a node and then you have to explore all other nodes associated to this visited node. Okay. So likewise, you have to take care of these two important points: visiting a node and exploration of a node. So let us see how you are going to do that in BFS. So in the case of BFS, suppose you are going to take, in the case of BFS, what happens? So this is your BFS. Okay. So you are going to start your traversal from the vertex 1. So when you see the vertex 1, how many vertices are linked to this vertex 1? You can see the vertex 5, 4 and 2 are associated to 1. Okay. That means the 1 is linked to 5, the vertex 5, the vertex 4 and vertex 2. Clear directly. Okay, so now you have to, you are visiting 1, that means you have to explore 1 also. So you have to write all the set of vertices that are associated to 1. So you are having 3 nodes associated to 1, 2, 4, 5. You can write it in any order. You can write it as 2, 4, 5 or 4, 4, 2, 5 or 5, 4, 2 or 5, 2, 4. Any way you can write. So I am writing like this: 2, 4, 5. Okay, so that means you have visited node 1 and you have explored the node 1. Now the next node is 2. Now, so you have visited 1. Now you are exploring 2. Okay, so how many nodes are associated to 2? You are having for 2 you have 1, 6, 7, 3. 4 nodes are associated to the vertex 2. But the 1 is already visited, so you don't have to include 1 in the list. Okay, now other vertices that are associated to the vertex 2 are 6, 7, 3. Now you have to write that 6, in any order you can write that. So I am writing like this: 6, 7, 3. Clear? Now for 4, you see any other nodes are associated? No, nothing is there. So no need of any exploration. So already visited. Next, you see in the list is 5. So any other nodes associated to 5? 1 is there and 1 is already visited. So no other node is to be included in the list. So 5 is also visited and deleted from the list. Okay. Now you are having 6. So you have to explore 6. You see 6, no other nodes are there. So you are having only 2 and 2 is already visited and explored and deleted also. So 6 is also visited. Similar with 7 and 3. Okay. So the traversal is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3. This is the way you are going to traverse this graph. When you are starting, when you are doing the, when you are taking 1 as the starting vertex. For a graph, you can have a number of BFS traversals because you can see this is not the only traversal you can get for this graph in case of BFS, isn't it? You can start from 2, you can start from 7, so you will be getting different traversal list for BFS for this particular graph. Now I will explain how DFS is actually going on. Depth first search. Okay, depth first search. So again, you are starting, suppose you are starting from the vertex 1. So you are writing 1. Now you have to, in case of DFS, you don't have to explore 1. Okay, you have to explore 1. So first explore, you are having 3 nodes associated to it, 2, 4, 5. So the first new node attached to 1 is 2. So you have to explore 2 again. Then only you can come to 4 and 5. Okay. So now 2, you see for 2, 3 vertices are linked, 6, 7 and 3. So you have to write You have to take 3. Any one you can take. I am taking 3. So 3. This is a new vertex for 2. So again you have to explore 3. So no other vertex is associated to 3. So come back to 2 and then explore another vertex of 2, that is 7. Again you go and explore 7. Nothing is there. Come back to 2 and explore 2 again. So other 6 vertex is there. 6. Explore 6, nothing is there, come back to 2 and then later come back to 1 and now explore 1, rest of the vertices 4, come back to 1, then go to 5, likewise. This is DFS. That means in case of the DFS, you have to take one vertex, then you have to explore that vertex, and when you get a new vertex, then you have to explore that vertex instead of the previous vertex. Okay. And when you explore the new vertex, you will get another new vertex, then you go and explore that new vertex instead of the previous vertex. Okay. Likewise, DFS goes. So this is an example of this is the simple example of BFS and DFS. I will take another example and I will show how BFS and DFS actually works. So suppose we have a graph, 1 is there. This is actually tree. Suppose this is, okay. This is our tree and this is also a graph. We can call tree as a graph. Okay. We can call tree as a graph also. So this is 4. This is 5. And this is 6. And this is 7. Okay, so now when you are going to use BFS, how you are going to do? You see, BFS, okay, what are you going to, what will be the traversal? You are going to start from this one. So you are going to start from this one. So you will visit 1 and then you have to explore 1. So you will go 2 and 3. Then you have to take 2. Then you have to explore 2, 4, 5. Then you have to explore 3, 6, 7. Okay. So actually, how you are going to write that? Actually, how you are going to write that? You see, 1 you are visiting, you are exploring 1. So 2 and 3. Then you have to explore 2. That is 4 and 5. And then you have to explore 3. That is 6 and 7. So actually, this is a level order traversal. Okay, level order traversal. You can say that this BFS is a level order traversal. You can see that first, then 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7. Likewise, you can write. Okay. So BFS is also known as a level order traversal. And when you are going to write the DFS of this graph, how you are going to write? So when you are going to come to DFS, what you will see? You will visit 1, you will come to 1, then you will explore 1, then you will come to 2. So it is a new node. So you explore 2 first, and then only you will complete the exploration of 1. So you will come to 4. So 4 is a new term, new vertex. You explore 4, nothing is there. You come back to 2, explain the rest of the 2, explore the rest of the 2. Then you come to 5. You come to 5, explore 5, nothing is there. Come back to 2. So everything is explored related to 2. Then you come back to 1. So complete the exploration of 1. So you will come to 3. Explore 3, you will come to 6. Explore 6, nothing is there. Come back to 3, then complete the exploration of 3. Then you will come to 7. Explore 7, nothing is there. Come back to 3, come back to 1. Likewise, you have explored everything. Okay, so what is actually, this is pre-order traversal of a tree. This is actually pre-order traversal of a tree. So DFS is nothing, it is pre-order traversal of a tree, and BFS is nothing, it is level order traversal of a tree. Okay, so hope this is clear to all of you, what is BFS and DFS. In the next video, I will explain BFS in detail. Thank you for watching. If you have any doubt, you can put your doubt in the comment section or you can contact me in person.